This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, catching up with Coach Shane Beamer before the game, he said all of the pressure is on the home team. They're the ones ranked in the top 10, all of the weight of expectation. He said, I just want our guys to come in here and prove we are talented too. I believe we have what it takes to put some pressure on them on the road, so it just takes a little momentum to get this game started. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sategna. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. Brought down at the 28. A chunk away. 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. made it in the end zone. It's McAllister. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Sellers on the play action. Under fire. And he never had a chance.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Sellers. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. Rushes on him, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got a little, headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught, and he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Clark. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Here's Sellers to throw. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Gets away from one, and he's able to shed one tackle. Through the noise. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down.
And he's in! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab in their space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Running inside, it's Robinson. Finding some room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. To the ground, he's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. It's complete. Past the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the 1st down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sellers. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Now here's Sellers. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quick release by the QB. Bounced off his feet.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Now facing a third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's second and 10. Trying play action. Stepping to the right. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air, it's Mateer. He's got an open man. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The play action fake. Plucks it out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Sooners have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Wants to throw again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him! And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Punt is in the air. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They go play action with Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Sellers. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Sellers through the noise. Fires downfield. Working on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Play fake, Sellers. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And so far early in this game, and you've got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality, and it's stopping the run. You can tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
Under fire. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it again.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The keeper on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Sellers. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Now here's Sellers. Slips a tackle. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And you're seeing pressure on this quarterback over and over again. They've already been able to get to him a few times. That's a big reason why this defense right now, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
At the 45, on his way. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Batir. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fakes to grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Sellers through the noise. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The run inside. It's Clark. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Throwing Sellers. He's got it. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Unleashes one. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions. And they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Might have a chance. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clipping, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. Maybe a crease. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Headed to the edge, it's Fuller. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Fuller. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And he got enough for the first down, but we'll need to check on that injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Using his legs, it's Clark. Nice move to keep running. Maybe some room here. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get them on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Now here's Sellers. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. 3rd and long is now turned into 4th and forever.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sellers to throw. Snagged out of the air. Could be an alley. Touchdown, South Carolina! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Crosses the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll keep it again on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense gets it done this time, perhaps taking away a little of that bravado that this quarterback has shown running the ball.
And when you see it, you kind of get accustomed to it. You get used to the speed. You get used to the option and what you want to do to try to defend it and how to mix up the looks. Nice job mixing it up a little bit and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Under fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Sellers. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hunt. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Throwing, Sellers. Working that wide receiver screen. Stumbled to the ground.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against a defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Sellers through the noise. Fires left. He's got it. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Out of the backfield, he's open. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The pull and throw off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the fourth quarter.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So they get the ball back, still clinging to this slim lead. Defense helped them out, holding them to a field goal, but man, do they need some momentum on offense. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Just a terrific effort to make the one-handed grab, but he couldn't get past the marker.
Well, how about how easy he made it look? Just sticks the mid up in the air. I know he didn't get the first down, but just no big deal. Just I've done this before. You know, another day at the office.
So now it's 2nd and long.
The running threat of the QB it gives you the +1. It's just such a headache. He can always pull it. He can give it. There's so many options, and this defense so far hasn't had a lot of answers in trying to stop this offense.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Trying to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the run, it's Robinson. Makes a man miss. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to...
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times.
Up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Here's Robinson one more time. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and 1 play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile. Handoff to Xavier. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sellers. Got his man. A pickup of 10 before he's out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Rush is on him. He's on the move. He's out of bounds after picking up 8 yards, but they've got a lot of work to do late.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.